It's time for Sunrise with Jesus. Be sure to follow this podcast on iTunes, Google Play Music, Facebook, and YouTube. And now, be blessed by today's ride.
Good morning and welcome to Sunrise with Jesus. Another beautiful day. We've opened our eyes and He's just given us life and breath and all good things. And we just honor Him for that today. We just want to give a big shout out to everybody who's watching today. I want to give a big shout out to everyone who will share this video. So please go ahead and share this video, like the video, comment, get it moving on somebody's timeline. Just let's have someone have their sunrise with Jesus today. So as you can see, I'm all by myself today. But it's going to be a wonderful day anyway. We're going to be continuing this Poor in Spirit series. And I just want to give just a little recap of what we've been covering thus far. You can also look at the website, sunrisewithjesus.com, if you want to just kind of go back and refresh yourselves in all the things that we've been talking about. But we've just been talking about how good God is, really, how He's been just a provider, how He gives to us everything that we have, and that there's nothing that we own because we're just so awesome. He has given us all things and He has given us freely. And we've really been just examining just how it is that He goes about doing this and what this means for us. For us, it means that if we know what's good for us, we will say an attitude of humility. Because I don't know, there's this saying that says beggars can't be choosers. And it shows a certain level of humility that someone that's living off God, living off somebody else should have. We are completely dependent on God, completely dependent on what He gives us, what He withholds from us. And everything He gives us, He has a reason for giving us. It's for His glory, for His purpose. He wants to use it. Even these bodies that we have, it's for Him. He wants to occupy. He wants to talk to somebody. He wants to hug somebody, show somebody love. He wants to give somebody a call today and just let them know that they're loved, they're appreciated. God is like that. God has so much of a personality, and I really believe that we don't give Him credit for His personality sometimes. He is a God of love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, temperance, self-control, all these wonderful fruits of the Spirit. That's His personality. And He has attitudes, He has characteristics, and that's what we've been talking about this week. We've been talking about the Beatitudes, the attitudes that we should be. And we have the power to be these things because Christ is in us. Christ lives through us. And the same attitudes, the same characteristics, the same things that Christ would do, He does through us. And it's a guide for us to know what to expect God to do, what to expect God to accomplish, how to expect God to feel, the emotions that He should feel through us. All those things are the Beatitudes. And we've been focusing on one in particular. It's blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And we've been looking at just our poverty, just how we've been subjected to just a place of handouts. We've been left on this earth and God decides what we get and what we don't get. And we're going to be focusing on the don't get part, what we didn't get, what He's withheld from us now. And that is today's sunrise. So again, go to sunrisewithjesus.com if you want to check that one out. So this one is really close to my heart because it's something that I've learned to appreciate. I grew up with parents that knew how to withhold things from me. Things that I knew that they could have given me and they didn't. And I would always wonder why. Why don't you just give it to me? Everybody else is getting it. Everybody else's kids get to do these things, get to go these places. Why can't I just get these things too? It's only fair. But it's not until I grew up into my 20s, then I realized that just not having these things really shaped some things in my own character. It had taught me how to be content. It had taught me to be okay with whatever is given to me. It taught me to trust my parents that whatever was given to me, that's all I needed. And that's how God is. I've come to realize that this was just God teaching me a lesson through my childhood. Whatever He gives to us, no matter how much more it seems like everybody else has, whatever He gives to me, that's all I need. All I need is all I have. And that for me is just a given for contentment. Contentment is big with God. God says godliness with contentment is great gain. And for God to call something great, it's great. And contentment just with what we have, what we're being given, and just the station we find ourselves in. Just being either single, being married, being rich, being poor, whatever God sees fit to give you or to keep from you, that's all we need. And that for me is rest, and it should be for you as well. It should be a place of rest, a place of relaxation, that I don't need to strive for the things of this world. I don't need to go chasing anything. I don't need to go looking for anything that God is not giving me. He is my provider, and I am okay. In Psalm 23, He said that He'll lead me beside the still waters. He'll do all these things for me because He's a shepherd. He's a father. And that is today's encouragement for you. Just be content, be okay, be satisfied. Wherever you find yourself, that's where God wants you to be. And whatever you have, that's what God wants you to have. Okay? So that's our sunrise for today. I hope you are blessed, but I want you to talk back to me. I want you to comment below this video and talk about some of the times when God has withheld some things from you and you were greatly appreciative, greatly thankful for these things, because I know that he vindicates these things too. And what does that mean? He proves to you why He does these things. He proves to you, if I gave you this thing, you wouldn't be right here right now, or if I gave you this, it would have been your destruction. And that is just God's fatherhood. That's His love, that's His mercy from a God that sees all and knows all. So that's my encouragement to you today. I hope you have a wonderful day. It's Friday. We're coming up on the weekend. We'll get to sleep in late tomorrow, I think. And it's going to be a wonderful weekend. And just encourage you to go to church, fellowship with the saints. Find something to do for God. Find out what God wants you to do this weekend, what events to go to, and tell us about it. Tell us about how your weekend went, and we'll talk about it on Monday. So that's going to be it for today. Today's sunrise is brought to you by Team Godchild Clothing line. We've promised you that we're going to wear Team Godchild clothes one day, hopefully next week. And we'll show you what Team Godchild clothes look like. So on behalf of me and myself, just want you to have a wonderful day, and always remember to have your sunrise with Jesus.
If you enjoyed today's sunrise, continue to rise with us by following our social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Sunrise with Jesus. And lastly, visit our website, www.sunrisewithjesus.com. Sunrise with Jesus, as faithful as the sun.